Morning guys, it's Simon from the UK here. Just a quickie today because I keep hearing people saying, "No, I can't do this, I can't do that, I haven't got time for this." If you actually want something in life, you're going to find a way to get it. Now, I've done this several times in my life. I've spoken about it before in numerous posts, but you know, you might have heard it, you might have not. I always wanted a Harley Davidson, and I said years and years ago I was going to go for it and get it. People said, no, you'll never get that. You've got absolutely no chance of getting that. So, it's like a red rag to a bull with me. If you say you can't do it, you ain't going to get there and you won't make it, I'll go out of my way to prove that I can do it. And I did. It took me a long time, but I got there. I got the bike. You know, if you search through my profile pictures, you'll see pictures of my bike on there. And I've had cars. I was told I'd never make it get in my house, but I've got my house. I made it forwards. It's not been plain sailing. I started out in a small rented accommodation when I first got married. My wife decided to leave me with the kids, so that was another hurdle to get over, which was over 10 years ago now. So I had to look after the kids, still keep up a full-time job. And whilst doing this, my oldest son was out of work, so I helped him try and get started on the internet marketing, and that's how I got into it. I could see the potential there. He showed me the way, but my biggest problem was at the time, I wasn't very technical with computers, i.e. I didn't know how to do anything. I couldn't even copy and paste. But I've made my way forwards. I can copy and paste now. I can put pictures in. I can build pictures that I want, put texts to them. I can do my email marketing, use Aweber. The list goes on. There's lots and lots and lots of stuff that I've learned in the past 6.5, 7 years. And then across that time, I've been in businesses that have disappeared. I've made some money, I've lost some money, and I failed. I failed a lot. But failing is gotten me to where I am now. I failed my way forwards. That's what we say. You fail your way forwards. If you're going to go into something, you've got to expect to fail. As a child, when you learnt to ride a push bike, I expect you fell off and cut your legs open and had to run into your mum and get a plaster put on them. And you didn't give up. You went out and you got back on the bike and had another go. And you fell off again. And you went in and got a plaster on your hand this time, or on your elbow. And you went back out and had another go until you could ride the bike, because it was something you wanted to do. So if there's something that you actually really want in this life, you'll go out of your way and find a way of getting there. Now, I mean, during my period of learning online, my mum became very sick. I had to move out of my house. I moved down to my parents' house, and also in that time I was in a relationship with somebody in another country, and I wanted to get her here. She's now here. I managed to get over that. People said, "You never get there." I've got there. I kept looking. People said, "It'll cost you thousands and thousands of pounds. It's just not worth the effort." But I wanted to be with this person, so I found a way. I hunted round. I found the right solicitors that knew what they was doing. We got the forms filled in. We applied. Got her here. And it was all very quick when she got here. Didn't have very long to arrange a marriage. I managed to do that as well, whilst looking after my mum. Just after I got married, I lost my mum. She passed away. So my dad's now on his own, so I'm trying to care for my dad. Obviously I've moved back to my house. I'm still doing a full-time job as well. I'm off at the moment because I've had surgery. I'm still building a business. Correction, I'm still building several businesses online. And why am I putting myself through all this? Why am I working? Why am I educating myself? Because I don't want to be stuck in a dead-end career that's not really going to take me anywhere. All it's doing is getting me by. It's a job, and in this industry we refer to a job as just over broke, and that's the truth. You are just over broke when you're in a job working for a boss. When you're working for a boss, all you're actually doing is building his dreams. You're making him rich, you know. Now, to my way of thinking is, if you're going to make somebody rich, why don't you make yourself rich? Why don't you improve your life? Why don't you give yourself the time, freedom to do what you want to do with the loved ones that you've got? I really realised all this quite late in life, really. I've been using the law of attraction, as they call it, without even realising it. You've probably used it yourself without even realising it. Basically, you sort of find something that you want, and you focus on it, and you get it, because you're attracting it to yourself. So you need to learn about how to use that to your advantage. There are ways of doing it. So if you have got any initiative to have your own business, you've got any dreams and desires that you want to fulfil in your life, and I think most people have, it's just that through our lives growing up, we've been conditioned to believe that we're not really worthy of it. We're conditioned to believe that only the chosen few will get the money. Well, I've met people now online over the years that have gone from nothing to being millionaires, and they got there by pure desire and persistence and being there day in, day out, no matter what. You just have to get there. It's all down to you. The ball is in your court. It's there for you to pick up and run with if that's what you want to do. You've got to reach out to people and talk to people, ask people questions. That's what we're here for. That is part of what we do online. We help people. They reach out to us, ask the questions, and we're more than willing to sit down and talk to them. Now, it's down to you to just make that decision that this is what you want. If you want to get out there and have a crack at it, feel free to reach out and talk to me. If you don't want to talk to me, reach out to somebody else within the industry. There's not many of them that won't sit down and talk to you. Some of them that have made it real big time won't, because they've got big businesses now. They've got hundreds of people. Sometimes you're better off with the smaller man that's only got a small following, tribe, audience, whatever you want to call it. You'll hear it called all these things once you start getting into this. And you might be better off with somebody with a smaller audience that's just going through the learning curve, because everything that they've learned is fresher in their mind. They can help you out because they've just done it. They're doing what you want to do. The worst thing you can do is say you're going to have a go and then not talk to anybody. I made that mistake. I tried to do it all on my own. I tried to go it alone, tried to learn off the back of other people, seeing what they was doing. Whereas what I needed to do was open up and talk to people. I never wanted to do this, get online and talk to people on a live. I never really wanted to do it. But there's ways and means of getting around that and learning it and doing it. And, it's just learning to be comfortable with getting on here and talking to people. I'm not the most confident at doing it, but I'm doing it because I want what's at the end of the journey. And to be honest, the journey never ends. I'm not going to say it's easy to get online and do this, because it's not. I'm not going to say that money's going to fall at your feet, because it doesn't. You've got to do your work, and you've got to be disciplined enough to do that day in, day out. But the rewards are there. They're there for the taking, and the rewards are worth it. It's worth having that. It's not just the money, it's the time freedom to do what you want to do. We can all look for a better paying job and earn that little bit extra that might make all the difference to you. But how many hours are you at work each time? My full-time job, when I'm there, I'm up at 5 in the morning, and the time I get home and get sorted out of an evening and everything's done, it's got to be done, I don't get into bed till 11. So I'll get 5.5, 6 hours every night in bed, and the rest of the time I'm out rushing around doing stuff, and that's where everybody goes, oh, I'm so glad it's Friday tomorrow, I've got the weekend. You don't really have a weekend. You have a Saturday that you can rest up unless you're working 6 days like I was. Most of the time I was doing 6 days a week for the money that I was getting. And really, it doesn't equate to enough. We don't make enough from it, which is where the just over broke comes in. So if you've got any questions you want to ask me, leave them in the comments below or contact me. If you think what I've said to you today has got any value and it's triggered anything in your mind and it might be of value to somebody on your list, please feel free to share this post. So comment it, share it. If you're seeing this post and you're not already friends with me on Facebook, send me a friend request and I'll be in touch and we can have a chat about this. Please feel free to share it far and wide, and if it's not something that interests you, it might help somebody else or be of interest to someone on your list. Okay, always happy to talk to you. Hope you all have a great weekend, because it's Saturday at the moment, and you know, you should all be enjoying yourselves. And I'm just throwing this together just to try and help people and let them see that there's not always an excuse not to do this. You can find the time and the means between things. I'm doing this now in between a couple of bits. I'm going to go down and see my dad in a minute, see how he is today. And got a bit of shopping and that to do later, a bit of cooking to do later. Can't do much else because I'm not allowed to lift anything still yet, but I'll get on. I won't give up. I'm there. So as and when I've got time, I'll do this. And when other things have got to be done, I'll do them. But I'll always find time to fit in my business, because I'm going to build it and I will get there. Alright guys, so hope you enjoy this video, and share it out and leave some comments. Alright, speak to you all again soon on the next one. Take care, have a great weekend. Cheers then, bye bye.